Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Cars, guitars and watches, three things men love to own, and I can't fit a car in here, but I can fit this beautiful 120th anniversary Gibson Les Paul Standard, made in America of course, in a quite hard to find black finish. Absolutely gorgeous. It features a slim tapered neck, kind of a 60s, 1960 feel to it, but it feels great. And most importantly, it has one of the darkest fretboard. It looks almost like ebony. Of course, this is rosewood fretboard. All Les Pauls are made of mahogany on the back with a maple top. But here it almost looks like Les Paul Custom, you know, the ones made with a complete mahogany body and usually coming with ebony fretboard. So the guitar is gorgeous, and for the rest everything is pretty standard. You have the usual tulip tuners here and two humbucker pickups, a selector here. Nothing fancy in the controls. So this is a USA standard. It is not custom shop. So you don't have the same attention to details that you would get, and the same hand finishing, hand construction, including in the electronics. This is more like a circuit board. But everything is very, very solid, properly made, very well tuned. You have a nice big jumbo frets, so it's a very pleasant guitar to play. You have a good array of sounds between your treble and your neck pickup. Never forget to use your tone knobs and your volume knobs to get all sorts of cool nuances in your tone. This guitar is slightly used. You can see a bit of crazing in the back, a bit of belt buckle. So it's starting to, the plastics have yellowed out already. So it almost looks like a vintage guitar. It's only betrayed, the age is only betrayed by the inlay at the 12th position, which I think is lovely. Some people didn't like it, but I think it's nice, and I always like limited editions, or at least special series, 120th anniversary. Always a cool feature. And the guitar sounds really good, plays good, sounds good, great fun. And today I've decided to pair it with another modern favorite, which is this Longines Legends Diver. Great, very comfortable watch, coming here on the original sort of sailcloth strap. It's not really sailcloth, but and on the other side you have a soft padding, so it's very comfortable to wear every day. And just like you can play your Les Paul every day for any occasion, you can wear this watch for any occasion, and it will take you to the down in the sea and up in the mountains, I think, with the same security. It's rated 300 meters of water resistance. It's a reissue of a diver from the 50s or 60s from Longines. So they gave it the exact same look, and even faked the patina of the loom, but in a quite elegant way. It's not too yellow, so it matches well with the guitar here, which is also, if you will, a reissue of 1959 or 1960 Les Paul. They just make them like they used to make them, albeit with not the same quality of wood perhaps, but at the end it's what you play, and it's how you play that matters the most. And don't forget the amp also, it makes a big difference in your sound. So back to the watch. It's in high demand now because they made it for a few years without the date at the 3 o'clock, and then they added a date window, which kind of ruined the look. And now this noted version has gained in value. So I'm not sure if this guitar will gain in value. I don't think people are really seeking after it, although they should, because there's not many black ones made. And when you see the custom shop making a blacked out standard and selling it for like 7 grand. I think this is a steal, and you get 95% of it. And same for Longines, it's not a custom shop. I mean, under the hood, you don't have anything really handmade, although they do a bit of adjustment and hand finishing. The base is an ETA 2824 movement, so a very generic, mass-produced movement, kind of like what you find in this Les Paul. But Longines added their little touch to it and regulated it, and it does the job, and that's what you want from the guitar and from the watch, doing the job without costing a fortune. The guitar is about 2 grand, and the watch, well, now this one is worth probably 2 grand or a little bit more, because it's been discontinued and people are seeking it, because it's great value for money to get this super compressor type of diver in a modern interpretation of it. So something that will be reliable at this price is with, you know, luxurious finish. It's quite hard to find, because the next thing would be Jaeger LeCoultre, probably, which is gonna cost you more like 5-6 grand. So it's in high demand. It's accessible, let's say, just like the Les Paul, and that's why I pair them together. And they have the same color scheme, black on silver with yellowed out vintage-like parts. So it's a sapphire crystal, but it looks again like plexiglass. So it has all the vintage styling to it. You have an inner bezel. You can unscrew and there you go. I can turn the bezel for you. It's a nice little trick. It's always nice when a watch does a little something, I guess just like the guitar. And for the rest, it's all very standard. The choice of hands is quite standard. Yeah, just a lot of fun to wear. Good attention to details without being over luxurious, or without money spent on things you cannot see. Still you end up with a great looking product, very functional, and that's pretty much what you have here with the guitar. It looks fantastic, very functional. It's not custom shop, so it's not gonna cost you 5 to 10 grand, and it does the job. The watch does the job. So this is my pairing for today. A beautiful 120th anniversary Gibson Les Paul Standard, and the now discontinued, well, the guitar as well is discontinued, so they go really well hand in hand together. This Longines Legend Diver. See you in the next one. Bye bye.